So here window must be created something like this here. Some variable will be equal to capital T, so small k of, and this window must be displayed continuously to you. So therefore, so last and final command after performing all operations on this window, last and final command must be window dot main loop of. So main loop is one of the methods which is available for TK, which is available at TK here. So therefore, this particular command will be executed continuously. It must be executed continuously. So therefore, here you could write whatever the remaining activities which are required here. So for example, let me execute this one for a while again. So if you see this one here, it could be display or it could be, so provides this this particular window here without having any title. I wanted to set the title of this particular window. How could you set the title of this particular window here is, so you can see whatever the window variable you could take into consideration, so that I'm considering my window variable as window. So therefore, window dot title, so of, you can set your own message. Whatever the message you are expected to set, yes, you can write. You can write anything here. So therefore, let me, my variable is window. So since it is window, so I'd like to take window dot title, so equal to, sorry, not equal to, so open parenthesis. You can put your own string, whatever the string it may be. So welcome to first GUI app. So this is my title. So previously we don't have any title here. Now you can execute this one for a while. You can see, look at this. Instead of TK, you got welcome to first GUI app. I hope that it is visible to you. Let me take magnifier one more time. Then you could understand what I'm speaking here. So look at this. Look at this here. Welcome to first GUI app. Okay. So therefore, it is going to be apply. Your title is going to be gets operated something like this here. Something like this here. Now, so by default, if you execute one more time, for example, if you execute one more time, let me close this one for a while. If you execute one more time, the same program, look at the size of your window. The size is very small. You can see the size is very small. Simple and very small size will be displayed. I wanted to so make this particular size very huge. So somewhat huge here. To set up the size as very huge in the sense, next command to be taken into consideration by the window will be geometry. Geometry. So the window variable, whatever the variable you are expected to, so take here window dot geometry, geometry, window dot whatever the geometry you can take into consideration, that the geometry will be always gives you so the pixel rate. Let me go for MS Paint one more time. MS Paint one more time. You could observe in the status bar. You please observe. Look at this. Size of your canvas is 1894 by so 875 pixels. I hope that. So size of this particular whole thing will be where it is. Yeah, size of this particular whole thing will be. So look at this. Let me change the size here. Let me change this particular size here. Look at this. I just changed this particular size right away from 1835 something like this to. So look at this. The size has been changed. Okay, 574 by 325. If I would change some more, you can see the canvas size will be 340 by 214 pixels. If I would change some more, so this is my canvas right now. You can see the status bar here. So 114 by 74 pixels. So however, the geometry of window will also be take same. The geometry of window could also be take same here, but it must be in single quotes. Whatever the size of pixels, you have to mention it. Let me say some 500, so cross x, 500. So within this one here, what do you mean by this one here? 500 by 500 pixels. The size of your window will be displayed 500 by 500 pixels. You please, okay, I don't want to save this one for my purpose here. So you please execute this one for a while again. Default size is this one, right? So this is our default size. Okay. Now I'd like to window dot geometry, GUOMETRY, window dot geometry of, let me take it as 500. Okay, within single quotes, 500 x 500. So 500 by 500 in size. I don't know whether it is the previous, what is the size of the previous one. So let me execute this one for a while here. Now you can see the size will be gets increased. The size will be gets increased. Let me go ahead and try one more time. So 500 by 750. So 500 by 750. Look at this. Let me execute this one for a while. Yes, your window size was increased one more time. Understand? So if you want to increase the size of your window, so this is the way you have to increase. So window dot geometry so is going to be display display the window with the proper size. So let me go ahead and so display something here. So 1500 by 1500 one more time. For example, 1500 by 1500. So how much size it could be, whether it is able to display to you or not. So let us see here one more time. So look at this. Your window size will be very bigger enough. Okay, very bigger enough. Okay, something like this you could able to so show this one here. So let me take it as 500 by 500 is so better visible kind of window here. So therefore let me take this one here. So this is basics of too much, very fundamental basics of Windows, very fundamental basics of Windows here. And next item or next object which I am supposed to discuss with you is label. Which I am supposed to discuss with you is label. Look at this. Where exactly labels will be. Okay, in MS Word only you could identify some labels here. So okay, this one also you could have some kind of labels here. So look at this. If I open something new, NEW is a label, OPEN is a label, something like that. You can see brush. So look at this. Tools. Tools is one particular label. Clipboard, image, tools, brushes, shapes, size, colors. All these things will be different kinds of labels. If you want to display label onto the window, how could you display it? So to display the label, so look at this. Some variable LBL, LABEL, you can take anything here, will be equal to, let me write a simple VAR, some particular variable is capital LABEL label. So this label can be displayed on which area, where exactly it is being displayed here, in the sense it must be displayed on the window. It must be displayed on the window here. Window, comma, label must have some data. Label must have some data. The data will be seen TEXT, text will be equal to, within double quotes, you can write your own message. You can write your own message. Okay, you can write your own message. Then whether it is being displayed properly or not, let us check it out. Let us check it out about this one here. So some particular variable, let me say appropriate name of this label will be LBL, will be equal to capital LABEL. So where exactly I have to display? Master of this particular label will be, so window. Window is my master. And what is the configuration you are trying to do here is TEXT will be equal to, so will be equal to, so welcome to RCEE. So let me write something like this. Whether it is being displayed to you or not, let me check it out by executing of this particular program. So look at this. It has not been displayed anywhere else. You have created, but you are not specify that where exactly it is being displayed. You haven't given any information to the window where exactly that label can be displayed. To display that particular label, you need to specify one more command. That command will be, let me close this one for a while. So don't save this one. Okay, one more command. So after creating our variable label, so my creation will be seen something like this here. This is the actual variable I have created here as far as the program is concerned. Now, what exactly you are trying to specify here? You need to give the positions within the window. So to give the positions, so whatever the variable, LBL is my variable, dot grid. Positions will always taken the columns and rows. So kabatti COLUMN, column is equal to some value. You can take whatever the value, it may be 0, followed by row will be equal to 0. So after 0 of window, it has been displayed. At 0 of window, it has been displayed. Okay, so look at this, how this could be gets executed. LBL dot grid, so grid of column. So you can see position of the widget here, COLUMN, column equal to 0, then followed by row will be equal to 0 here. Okay, so this will be displayed at 0 at the position of the window. Now you can see how this could be gets executed. Look at this. So welcome to RCE. So if you are unable to see this one, look at this. Welcome to RCE 0. If I would change the position, obviously based on that, it is going to change its position. Let me show you. Let me show you again. So column will be equal to some 20, row will be equal to some 5, for example, some 5. Okay. So column will be equal to 20. Right now it is 0, and column will be equal to 20 and row will be equal to 5. So look at this. Let me execute this one for a while. No, it has been taken the same. Column equal to 20, row equal to 5 here. It's been displayed in the same position actually. Okay. Column will be, row will be equal to, let me say row will be equal to 0, column equal to 20. For example, you can see this one here again. So as far as this one, let me see this one, how it could be gets displayed here. Let me execute this one for a while for you. No, it's not been taken. It's okay. However, some more configurations are required here. So to display the so label, you need to specify the grid location value. So initially it must be equal to 0. Initially it must be equal to column equal to 0 and the row will be equal to 0 here. Okay. So this is the way you can able to define your row here. Now I'd like to specify. So while executing this particular thing, the default size of your welcome to RC is very small. I'd like to make that particular so message or text which is very bigger with a particular font here. So to do that one, what you are supposed to do here is, so some label equal to window or whatever the message you are supposed to specify, comma. After this, there is another attribute here, font will be equal to within open brace. Font might be having 2 points. I mean, two different parameters. One is the font name. Second one is the size of the font. So within quotations. So font name, whatever the font you are trying to use, comma, size of the size is a integer number, close, something like this here. Okay. So this font name will be any valid font which is being installed within the computer. Okay, let me show you where exactly fonts will be. So if you take control panel is one of the apps within this one. So here, if you observe this one, there is a particular thing here, FONTS fonts. I hope that you could understand this one here. If you open this one, these are the fonts which are already installed. These are the fonts which are already installed. Okay, these are the fonts. So you can use either of these fonts here. You can use any one of these. Okay, Algerian regular. Let me open this particular font and copy where it is. Algerian regular. ALGERIAN. Okay. In the beginning, I'd like to show you default font. Then followed by I'd like to change the name. I'd like to change the name here. Let me show you. Default font for any computer will be Arial. Okay, welcome to RCE, followed by comma, FONT will be equal to, so open parenthesis within this one, Arial bold, comma, 50 is my size. Okay, 20 is my size. In the beginning, 20 is my size. Okay, let me execute this one for a while. You can see the size of the font was increased. I'd like to increase some more. I'd like to increase, let me say that is 50. Whether size will be gets increased or not. Let us see. Yes, font size was still increased. Okay, still increased. I'd like to increase some more. So for example, it must be 100. So how much size it could be? Let us see here. Look at this. Size was still increased. Welcome to RCE. Like this, you can increase the size of the label. So label is a particular object which cannot be select anymore. You could not select anymore here. Okay, that could be displayed. That's all. So in other languages, it is called as, instead of label, other languages it could be called as a display box. Sometimes it is called as display box as well. Okay. Now, this is what about label here, and then next object I would like to introduce to you is so the button. Button in the sense already I show you where exactly I shall go. Okay, let me go ahead this particular thing here. If I look at this, save is one button, cancel is another button. Save is one button, cancel is another button. Okay, so to display that particular button, any variable will be equal to capital B, BUTTON, button. Where exactly it is being displayed here in the sense on window, followed by what is the text which is being displayed there, text equal to any message. Okay, this is the default parameters of button here. Very much default parameters of button here. Let me show you. So button is normally people are using BTN. BTN is the button will be equal to capital BUTTON button of, look at this, master will be, so window, master is window, followed by whatever the text I would like to display on that is text will be equal to CLICK, click. Okay, click. Here also I have created but not display. I have created, that's all, but not display. Okay, you please understand this one here. Just created, whether it is displayed to you or not, no, it should not be displayed to you. So look at this. Welcome to, okay, let me change the size here. Let me change not 100. Let me change to some 15 here. So you can see it could not be displayed to you. Button has not been displayed. So if you want to display, you must take the help of grid. So btn dot grid, grid. Here also grid in the sense always only two, that is a column and row. Column is equal to 1 and row is equal to 0. Let me consider this one, how this could be displayed here. You can see, look at this, there is a button. There is a button. Look at this, there is a button. Okay, I'm clicking on that. I'm clicking on that. Okay, I hope that you may be experienced whether it is clicked or not. It has been displayed with a default system default colors, right? System default colors here. So here it is, system default colors. I'd like to change the system default colors into, so these things here. One is foreground color, second one is background color. Foreground color, background color. How could you change the foreground and background colors of a button here in the sense? While creating your button, let me give you. So my statement will be this one here. As far as the program is concerned, this is the statement I have written. This is the statement here. And if you want to specify, btn, okay, btn, column equal to 1 and row equal to 0. Now, how could you change the foreground color and background color here? So for changing, the first one is background color, bg. bg just does means background will be equal to, you can specify your color name, comma, fg in the sense foreground. Foreground in the sense the data which is being displayed, click will be displayed with the foreground color. Background in the sense the button color will be displayed with another color. So here also one more color you want to specify, whatever the color you are expected to specify here. Okay, now let me go ahead and check out this one here. So this one, comma, pg background equal to, let me take it as orange, orange, okay, orange, comma, fg foreground will be equal to red. For example, if I would take this one here, I hope that just before how I have displayed, you have remembered that for those colors, those are system colors by default colors. Now let me execute this one for a while. For here, you can see this one here. You can see background color is orange. Foreground color is, the data color is. So the data color is, what is that? Red here. Okay, if you want to change, yes, you can change as your own. So let me change them. With another colors. Okay, let me close this one for a while and let me change this one here. Instead of orange, black, and here it is white. Okay, let us see whether it is being executed properly or not. You can see this one here. Look at this, black color and white, so text color. Okay, like this you can change your button colors here. In this way you can perform the operations here. So if I would click that particular button, if you want to perform one particular operation there, so soon I have to click there. So what kind of activity you are supposed to display? So let me say I'd like to define a small function here, def. My function name is clicked. Clicked is my function name. When button has been clicked, what I am supposed to do here is label must be lbl will be equal, what is that? Lbl dot configure. Now we have to take it as configure of, what kind of configure you are supposed to take here in the sense, the text, whatever the text you have to take into consideration. So the text button was clicked. The button was clicked. Whenever this particular function is being executed, then label will be configured with this text. Configuration in the sense, instead of this particular text, you have been displayed with this particular text here. Okay, this text will be welcome to RCE will be gone, and a button was clicked will be displayed. Okay, button was clicked will be displayed here. So after completion, soon after completion of your activity, so look at this. When you have to click on that one, clicked function or this particular function was called after button here. Look at this. Let me execute this one for a while. So look at this. Button was clicked. Button was clicked. For example, initially what was there with you, and after clicking what was there with you. So here configuration is directly displayed here. If you click that one, obviously it could be configuration was displayed here. Okay. In this way, it is going to be specified here. Then next item to be introduced, next object to be introduced to you is so the text box. How a text box is going to be going to be check out this one here. So text box will be always so specified something like this here. So this is the way of displaying or taking text box here. So any variable var, any variable is equal to so entry, entry will be always creates the text box. Entry of, so where exactly we are trying to display this one? Window, comma. So what is the size of your text box? How much length it is being displayed here? Width. Width will be equal to some number, any number, whatever it may be. N will be a particular number here. You can take this one here. You can take this one here. Okay. Look at this. Any variable after before button, I'd like to specify here. So normally it is text txt will be equal to entry entry of, yes, it has been taken. Master is window, comma. So my configuration in terms of this one width width will be equal to some 20. So it could be able to access until 20 characters. I mean 20 pixels it is going to be displayed to you. And obviously it should also be displayed. Let me check out this one whether it is displaying properly or not. You can see there is no displaying of that particular text box here, because you need to take the while we are trying to display that particular text box, obviously, so you must be take the help of grid. Okay, grid dot grid text box dot grid. So grid might be taking always two different types of things. One is column, comma, column is equal to some 2, comma, row will be equal to 0 again. Okay. Now you can see this one here. I hope that you understand. Now the button was, I mean, the thing was displayed here. This is the particular what you call text box. Thereby, it could be able to enter some kind of data here. 255 characters are supposed to be entered, but size which is going to display on the pane will be just 20 pixels, just 20 pixels. If you want to increase the size, yes, you can increase it. There is no problem. If you want to increase the size, you can increase it. So I'd like to display for 50 pixels. Yes, you can execute this one here for a while. Yes, it could be see up to 50 pixels. It has been extended. Look at this. It has been extended for 50 pixels. Okay. Likewise, you could able to display. And whatever the after button has been clicked, button has been clicked. So any data will be entered on that particular button, and that particular data will be displayed to you here in the sense. Clicked will be changed somewhat. Some response will be equal to welcome to the button, okay, plus txt.get, whatever the data you have taken into consideration, that has been so taken into consideration. Okay, now you can see, instead of taking this one, what you are supposed to do here is, so my label is lbl dot configure configure, whatever the text I would like to specify here, text will be, previously I have specified constant text. Right now response is going to be assigned to text here. Okay, let me execute this one for a while. So look at this, I'd like to welcome to the button. Hello was applied. Look at this. Oh, displaying space is not available, so that is why it is not displayed. Okay, button, what is that? Welcome to the button plus whatever the text which has been got here. So that particular thing is going to be, let me label dot grid, it is okay, label button dot grid column 1 row 0. So let me take it as row 1. Let me take it as 1, and row also 1, column 2, row also 2, row also column 0 only, column is 0 only, but row will be 1. So column 0 only here also. Look at this, let me execute this one for a while. I hope that everything will be displayed in different columns, sorry, different rows. You can observe this one here. Welcome to button. So okay, it is not executing, I think clicked is not. I hope that this has been CLICKAD. Yes, CLICKAD, yes, button only. Let me write this one under the text, this one under the text. So if you would write under the text, in the sense it must be 1, sorry, column is 0 only, this is 1 and this is 0. First item is text, second item is label, third item is the button. So that is what I would like to specify. So because it has been taken so in a particular order, so therefore let me execute this one for a while. Yes, so here FINE. Oh no, it is not displaying. It is not displaying. Okay, we'll see that one. So this is the way you can improve 11111 item here. So these are the things which I would like to specify in terms of graphical user interface. In terms of graphical user interface, you can see how GUI based so behavior of such kind of programs here. What are the programs you are trying to specify? Coding simple GUI based programs. I'd like to give you by tomorrow, probably in the classroom, I'd like to give you simple GUI based programs with displaying some information in a proper way. Okay, so GUI based issues are supposed to be taken something like this. Number 1 is window must be available with you. Second one is the label. Third one is the button. Fourth one is the text item. Fifth one is the checkbox, radio button, and then a list box, and so on and so forth. We'll see each and everything here. We'll see in the next coming classes, in our physical offline classes. We'll see everything. Okay, we'll see everything in the offline classes. I'll send you immediately. If you want, you can go through them. Okay.